Have you ever wondered how to create an email welcome sequence that gets new leads instantly taking action and buying your stuff? Well, if so, I'm here to help. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create an email welcome sequence that captures your audience's attention and drives those conversions. But first, in case you're new here, I'm Jeanette, the founder of the Women's Entrepreneurial Network, and this channel is all about providing you with the latest tips, strategies, and nuggets to help you launch, build, and grow your online business. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell if that sounds like a bit of your jam. Okay, so if you're still here, it's likely because you fall into one of these two categories. A, you're relatively new to the online business world and someone told you somewhere that it's important for you to build an email list, right? And you're probably here trying to piece those pieces together. Or B, you've already set up your lead magnet and your landing page and people are opting in, but when they get onto your welcome sequence, you're not converting anything. You're not making any sales and your conversion rate sucks. So if any of those sound like you, that's great because I'm going to be hooking you up. I've put together this guide to help you learn how to write an engaging and high converting welcome email sequence that's going to be able to turn your subscribers into customers. So be sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to be talking about the whole shebang, from deciding on your email hosting platform, to choosing your goal, to creating compelling content that's able to resonate with your audience, to tracking your results so that you can optimize and improve those all-important conversions. And keep in mind that those businesses that don't take the time to learn and implement this stuff are the ones that fail, and you don't want to be in that bracket, right? So make sure that you use what I'm about to teach you to help you make the best possible first impression with your subscribers. With that said, let's jump in. Now, first things first is signing up for an email marketing platform. Now, there are loads of options out there that vary in both functionality and price. So you're going to have to carry out some research yourself to establish which one best suits your needs. But if you are having any trouble deciding, I can recommend trying out ConvertKit, mainly because it's going to give you the access that you need to all the features and functions that will help you to create an effective email welcome sequence, and it's pretty user-friendly. Now, they also provide great customer support to help you get up and running, plus powerful tools that you'll need like automation, which you're pretty much going to need for your welcome email sequence, and segmentation, which can help you in the future as you begin to manage your senders' preferences and target your emails to those people on your list who are most likely to convert. So if you want to check out ConvertKit for yourself, you can get started by heading to the description box where you'll find my affiliate link. Okay, so before we go any further, this is a great time for me to mention the importance of being clear on your target audience. Having a clear understanding of your target audience is pretty much key to creating a successful welcome email sequence. And this is pretty much because it's going to allow you to tailor your content and messaging to what's going to be the most relevant to them. So for example, if your target audience was, say, Gen Z, then it might make more sense to use more of a fun, casual, and light-hearted tone. Whereas if you were targeting a more professional audience, you might need to make sure your emails are a bit more formal and heavily focused on the value that people are able to get from your product or service. So take the time to get familiar with who it is that you're trying to target, their likes, their dislikes, and what it is that they're looking for from your business or brand. Because this ultimately is what's going to help you create emails that resonate with them and that speak directly to their needs. Next, you're going to want to get clear on the goal that you want to achieve with your welcome sequence. So for example, are you trying to drive more sales, build relationships, or maybe orient new customers to your brand? Having a specific goal in mind is really going to help you to create content that's tailored specifically for achieving this goal. Okay, now moving on, how many emails should you include in your email welcome sequence? Now, this is a question that I get asked a lot, and I get it. It's difficult to know how many emails you should include in an email welcome sequence, but my advice would be to start with a series of between 5 and 7 emails and then tweak, optimize, and expand as you go. It's important to remember that the goal of these emails is not to bombard your subscribers with deals and promotions, but rather to build those all-important relationships and to build that trust. But saying that, it is really super advisable to have something to offer those people who join your list. And the reason why is because this is what's going to give you the opportunity to make sales straight away. So by sending out a series of emails that contain details about your business and what people can expect, stories or helpful tips related to your product or service, what you're going to essentially be able to do is build those relationships with your subscribers and get them more engaged with your business. Now, as I just mentioned, there are a lot of ways or a lot of different types of emails that you can send out or include in your email welcome sequence. So I want to share with you my typical rule of thumb that you can follow to increase your conversions. So the first email that you send out should pretty much deliver your freebie. And this is the freebie that they signed up for, right? Now, some people at this point would send out a long email, speaking about the business, introducing themselves, and kind of speaking about what it is that they offer. But personally, I think it's better to just give them the freebie because let's be real, when they opted in initially, that's what they were really interested in, right? Right, now on day 2, you're going to send out your introduction email. And this email should thank them again for downloading your freebie, introduce yourself or your business, and share a little bit about your mission and your vision, and also explain what your customers can expect from your emails in the future. Now, in this email, what you're also going to want to do is present an invitation for how else they're going to be able to connect with you. So if you have a blog, a podcast, a YouTube channel, or a Facebook group, or whatever, this is pretty much where you tell them about it and invite them to join you in these places. Now, you don't want to invite them to every platform that you're on. You just want to be thinking about maybe 1 or 2 of the most popular ones and then invite them to join you on those. Now, this is important. You also want to mention your one-time offer or your low-ticket offer, and this is not by means a full-blown pitch. This is literally a couple of lines, just letting them know that your thing exists and giving them a link in case they choose to check it out, right? So no pressure. Now, the second email that you send out is the only email where you can really get away with dropping multiple links. And the reason we do this is because when somebody initially opts into your list, that's probably the most interested and engaged they're ever going to be. So we have to take full advantage of that, right? Now, on day 3, you send out your third email, which is going to do 2 things. Firstly, it's going to allow you to connect with your audience on a much deeper level by sharing your story about why you started your business, but it also needs to be crystal clear about how you can help them and why you're the best person to help them achieve a specific result. So this type of email is really good when it comes to building relationships with your customers by highlighting the personal side of you and of your business, right? That humanizes your brand. Now, on day 4, you're going to send out your credibility email. Now, in this email, you're going to share something like your blog post or your podcast episode or your YouTube videos, and this is going to be the best of, so the best of the best of the best, right? And this is really important because it gives your subscribers a taste of your expertise, but not only that, it also shows your teaching style. So it also gives them a taste of what it would actually be like to work with you, right? Now, remember earlier when you sent out your introduction email on day 2 and you mentioned your one-time offer or your low-ticket offer? Right, well now day 5 is when you're gonna pitch that offer. Now, they already know about it because you mentioned it earlier, right? But now you're actually gonna provide all the details. And this includes things like testimonials and a link to your offer. Now remember that this is pretty much about letting them know why this offer would be a no-brainer for them and how it's going to help them achieve some kind of specific result or outcome. Now, this is optional, but what I would recommend is actually adding a sense of urgency by letting people know that this is a one-time offer that they won't have another opportunity to access again, right? And this is pretty much just a kind of way to get people to take action, which essentially is what's going to increase those conversions for you. Now, pro tip, make sure you've built an awesome sales page that you're linking to so your subscribers can check out all the details and actually make a purchase. And that is really important. It's one thing being able to get someone there, but to actually convert the sale, the whole funnel needs to work, not just this part of it, right? Okay, moving on. On day 7, you're going to send out a value email. So here you're going to share something about your niche and offer your audience details on how to achieve some kind of quick win. And the point of this email is to pretty much impress and delight your audience, solidifying the fact that you're the right person to help them. And then your final email is going to refer back to your one-time offer or your low-ticket offer and let subscribers know that you're taking this offer off the table completely, forever, and that this is the last chance that they have to buy it. Now, you might want to add a few more testimonials to this email to reinforce the value of your one-time offer and make sure that you're completely clear about the outcome or benefit that someone's going to get after they've purchased it. And that's pretty much it. So by including a variation of emails with different types of content and messaging in your welcome email sequence, you're going to be able to increase know, like, and trust, warm them up, and make sales straight away. Now, if you feel like you're someone who could use a little bit more help when it comes to setting up your lead funnel and your email welcome sequence, then check out our email marketing toolkit, which comes with literally everything you need to make more impact using emails. And it includes templates, email templates and swipe files, Canva templates for landing pages and stuff like that. It's awesome. But as I said before, check it out. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Okay, back to the video. Never take for granted the power of a compelling subject line. I mean, this is one of the biggest determining factors when it actually comes to your email being opened, right? Which is why it's so important to make sure that it stands out and that it makes your subscribers want to learn more about you and what it is that you have to offer. So I just want to share 5 tips that will hopefully help you when it comes to creating compelling email subject lines. And the first one is to keep it short and sweet. So aim for something that's under 8 words and that contains keywords that will draw people in. Next, use actionable language. So words like discover, unlock, reveal can be really enticing and create a sense of curiosity. You should also consider utilizing emojis. And the reason why is because visuals often help to grab attention and emojis are great at doing just that. But don't overdo it because you don't want to come off as unprofessional and you don't want it to be too much. Next, personalize whenever possible. So you probably know that you can craft subject lines that include the name of your subscriber, which helps to create a more personal connection with them. And then lastly, don't be afraid to test different variations of subject lines. So test length, test wordings, test emojis, and whatever else. And this is to see which ones really resonate the most with your audience. Right, once you've actually sent out your email welcome sequence, what's next? Well, you should be adding these subscribers to your weekly newsletter. Surely you didn't think that you would just send out a welcome sequence and that would be it, right? It's important that you continue to nurture your audience by sending them weekly emails that keep them excited and looking forward to receiving your content. Now, when it comes to creating the actual content for your nurture emails, it's important to make sure that they're interesting and relevant to your subscribers. So some ideas of the kind of content that you could create to continue to build those all-important relationships and make sales are you could create a series of tutorials related to your product or service. You could also share helpful tips and advice about your industry and about how to overcome certain pain points or struggles. Another idea is to write inspiring stories and case studies of customers who have already used your products or services and seen really good results. Or you could highlight any new products or services that you offer and offer exclusive discounts or promotions. But remember that your emails should be engaging, they should be informative, and they should offer value in an entertaining way that encourages people to take action. So when it comes to the actual length of your emails, well, that's pretty much up to you and what your audience prefer. And the only way you're going to know is to test. Also, people tend to skim emails, which is something that I want you to keep in mind. So I want you to make sure that your message is very clear and concise and that your emails are skimmable. Right, once you've got the content and the subject line of your welcome email sequence created, it's important to set up an automated system that's going to allow you to send your emails out on autopilot. And this is pretty much what's going to help make sure that each one is sent to the right person at the right time so that you don't have to do it manually, right? Because it's 2024 and that wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. Again, ConvertKit, along with loads of other marketing platforms, offer automation features that make it easy for you to set up your welcome email sequence. And this is definitely something that you should consider as you kind of continue to build out your email marketing strategy. Right, the most common way to get new subscribers to join your email list is to entice them with a lead magnet or another type of freebie, right? Essentially, you would pretty much direct them to a landing page. Again, you can create this in ConvertKit, but this system is what is called a lead funnel, and I did mention that earlier. And it's great for capturing leads, building out your email list on automation, and making sales, like letting people know what you offer and making those immediate sales when people join your list. Again, when using a lead magnet or another type of incentive, make sure that your welcome emails begin with a thank you message that kind of includes instructions on how to access your free offer. Right, now for the technical stuff. Split testing or A/B testing is a great way for you to optimize your welcome emails for maximum performance. And this works by allowing you to test different variations of your emails so that you can gain insights into the ones that are performing the best and the ones that might need a little bit of work. And you can test anything from subject lines to subject line length or copy to the actual email itself. And it's also a good idea to test your call to actions as a way of increasing those conversions. Now, by testing different variations of your emails, you can figure out which ones are getting the most engagement and which ones have the highest open rates or the highest click-through rates. And you should be optimizing based on this information. And this is pretty much going to allow you to continually improve the performance of your welcome email sequence over time. Now, setting this up can vary depending on the email marketing platform you've chosen, but most of them include easy-to-use testing capabilities. Now, there are also standalone split testing sites that you can use like OptinMonster, Optimizely, and VWO, which will allow you to create multiple versions of your emails to test. But no matter which methods you use or who you use, split testing is an essential part of any successful email marketing strategy. And so I really want you to make sure that you're doing it, because this is pretty much how you're going to get your email list and your welcome sequence to kind of convert at a pretty good rate, right? Another thing to consider is follow-up. One of the great things about email marketing is that it's an interactive form of content, right? And that pretty much means that your subscribers can respond directly to you, which makes your approach to following up just as important. So when you receive a response or someone replies to your email, make sure that you're responding quickly, ideally within 24 hours. Make them feel valued and let them know you're a human. There's a human on the other side of that message. By responding quickly to subscribers' questions or comments, you're going to be able to build a deeper connection with them and create more engagement in the long run. This will also help to make sure that your welcome email sequence is friendly and helpful, which will go a long way towards helping new subscribers stay engaged and stay connected. Not only does this help build trust with your customers, but it also increases the chances of conversions. Lastly, you always want to be tracking your results. Tracking the performance of your welcome emails is so important when it comes to understanding what's working and what isn't. And this is pretty much what's going to give you the data that you need to be able to tweak your content over time to make sure it's optimized for maximum results. Again, most email marketing systems have reporting features built in that allow you to track things like your open rates, your click-through rates, and some other important metrics. Now, this data is absolutely crucial when it comes to understanding how well your welcome emails are actually performing and what changes you can make to make them more effective and ultimately increase conversions. Welcome emails are one of the most effective ways to build a relationship with new subscribers, and by following these steps and by optimizing your welcome sequence, you're going to be able to maximize engagement and create lasting relationships with those important people on your list. Thanks for watching, and remember you can find a link to our email marketing toolkit in the description box below. Oh, and if you found this video useful, don't forget to hit subscribe to receive more videos like this that are going to help you to be overwhelmed and build a thriving online business. Ciao.